Let's be honest. Buying a refrigerator in 2025 feels more like gambling than shopping. You spend a couple $1,000s, hope it lasts longer than a houseplant, and pray it doesn't start making death rattles 3 months after the warranty expires. Welcome to Frugal Choise, the place where we don't sugarcoat the truth about tech and appliances. And today, we're breaking down the refrigerators you should never buy. We're talking sneaky design flaws, overpriced gimmicks, and brand names that have gone from trusted to terrifying. If you're shopping for a new fridge, this might be the most important video you watch all year. Let's start with one hard truth. Modern refrigerators are not built to last. Remember Grandma's old top-mount fridge that ran for 25 years and only stopped when someone finally unplugged it? That was the golden age. Today's fridges are flashier, pricier, and loaded with features you didn't ask for. But they often tap out before you even finish paying them off. And that brings us to the first red flag: fridges with too much tech. We get it. Touchscreens look cool. Wi-Fi sounds futuristic. But here's what no one tells you. The more tech you cram into a fridge, the more likely it is to break. Ice makers, water dispensers, digital panels, multi-cooling systems, these are all potential failure points. And when they go down, good luck finding someone who can fix them without charging more than the fridge is worth. If you've ever seen a fridge with a full-blown tablet built into the door and thought, wow, that's impressive, take a step back. You're buying a food box, not launching a satellite. Your apples don't need apps. Next up, bottom freezer models. They look sleek, they're trendy, but statistically, they need repairs more often than top-mount or side-by-side designs. Why? Gravity. Putting the freezer below means the cooling system works harder and longer to maintain proper temperature. It also makes service more complicated, which means higher bills when things go wrong. And don't even get us started on indoor ice makers. These are the Achilles heel of modern refrigeration. Sure, the crushed ice button is fun, but it's one of the most common failure points across all brands. More parts, more moisture, more problems, and more service calls. Now let's talk brands. And yeah, we're naming names. Samsung and LG, the darlings of the smart tech world. They make excellent phones. Washers? Not bad. Refrigerators? That's where things start falling apart. Literally. Samsung in particular has built a reputation for overcomplicating their fridges with smart screens, thin cooling panels, and stylish exteriors that mask a lot of internal headaches. If you ever need a repair, be prepared to call 3 different techs before you find someone willing to even look at it. Samsung sealed systems are notoriously tricky. And their ice maker issues? The stuff of class action lawsuits. LG's slightly better, but not by much. Their compressors have been plagued with problems for years. Yes, they've made improvements, but we still see these fridges dying young more often than not. Plus, their parts are expensive, and repairs can be a nightmare. The irony? These brands often top the sales charts because of their sleek designs and cutting-edge features. But behind the shiny exterior is a mess of electronics and overly complex systems just waiting to fail. Meanwhile, the humble top freezer fridge from Whirlpool or Frigidaire keeps chugging along like it's still 1995. No drama, no Wi-Fi, just cold food. Coming up next, we'll break down which specific models to avoid and which classic designs are actually still worth your money. Because while the big brands want you to fall for gimmicks, we're here to help you dodge the landmines. Let's start with one of the most overlooked fridge killers, the schematic. Simple fridges, like your classic top mount or basic side-by-side, have clean wiring diagrams. One compressor, one evaporator, one job: keep stuff cold. Now compare that to a fancy French door fridge with 4 doors, twin cooling systems, digital inverter compressors, humidity zones, and touchscreen controls. You know what the schematic looks like? A spider web had a panic attack. Every wire, sensor, and board is another thing that can short out, fail, glitch, or require a technician who charges $150 just to look at the problem. And here's a fun fact from the trenches. The more features your fridge has, the harder it is to find someone who even wants to repair it. Many independent techs flat out refuse to work on certain Samsung models because of the frustration, the parts scarcity, and the overall pain in the freezer factor. So what should you actually be looking for? Stick with models that keep it simple. No tablet screens. No glowing LEDs that look like a spaceship dashboard. Focus on build quality, compressor reliability, and actual food preservation. Let's talk Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Electrolux, and Amana. These brands may not win design awards or show up on a tech blog, but they do something far more valuable. They work consistently, day after day, year after year. Whirlpool's top freezer models in particular are like the Toyota Corolla of refrigerators. Not sexy, not exciting, but they rarely break. And when they do, it's usually something cheap and fixable. Frigidaire and Electrolux keep things clean and efficient, especially in their simpler models. And Amana? Criminally underrated. It's a workhorse brand that quietly does its job without demanding attention. Exactly what a fridge should do. Meanwhile, at the other end of the spectrum, we've got fridges that prioritize touchscreen novelties over temperature stability. Units that get confused and stop cooling when a software update fails. Yes, that's a thing. And guess what really drives us nuts? The push for smart features in a fridge when basic longevity isn't even guaranteed. You want to know what's smart? Buying a fridge that doesn't need a firmware patch to stop melting your ice cream. Another detail people overlook: where it's made. Most of the newer, high-end fridges are assembled overseas, sometimes with less than stellar quality control. If you can find a unit still made in the US, that's a big plus. American-built Whirlpool and Frigidaire models often benefit from tighter tolerances and easier access to parts. Also, consider the fridge layout. French doors may look good in a showroom, but they often sacrifice function for form. Split shelving, inconsistent airflow, and more moving parts mean more things to go wrong. Side-by-sides and top freezers? Boring maybe, but functional. And speaking of boring, that's exactly what you want in a fridge. A fridge should be so boring it never crosses your mind. Not because it stopped working, not because it needs a new motherboard, but because it just does its job and keeps your groceries cold. So here's the short list. Avoid Samsung French door models with indoor ice LG units with linear compressors from 2015 to 2021. Any fridge with a full touchscreen or smart hub. Bottom freezer models with drawer slides that constantly jam. Consider instead Whirlpool top freezer or basic side-by-side Frigidaire gallery models without added fluff. Electrolux and Amana for simple, no-nonsense cooling, less tech. More chill. So now you know what to avoid. But let's finish strong with a few quick tips that can save you from an expensive mistake in the appliance aisle. Number 1. If it looks like a spaceship, walk away. Touchscreens, glowing LEDs, voice commands. These might impress your dinner guests, but they won't keep your groceries fresh when the control board fries. Remember, your fridge isn't supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to work. Number 2. Check the country of origin. Models still built in the US, like certain Whirlpool and Frigidaire lines, tend to have better quality control and easier access to service parts. That means fewer headaches down the line when something does go wrong. Number 3. Top freezer doesn't mean outdated. It means reliable. These are some of the most basic, bulletproof designs out there. They don't win design awards, but they also don't break every other year. If you want longevity over looks, this is your lane. Number 4. Don't chase features. Adjustable humidity drawers? Great. App control from your phone? Pass. Focus on layout, airflow, build quality, and compressor performance, not fluff. Number 5. Talk to service techs, not salespeople. Sales reps will tell you what's popular. Techs will tell you what actually breaks. If you know a repair tech or have a local appliance shop, ask them what brands they trust and which ones they avoid like the plague. And here's a bonus. If the fridge is hard to move in or out of a tight space, skip it. Oversized units may look impressive in the store, but if you need 4 people and a prayer to squeeze it through your front door, you're going to regret it. The truth is, most people don't think about their fridge until it fails. But when it does, it's not just a hassle. It's money down the drain, spoiled food, and days of stress. So take your time, choose wisely, and when in doubt, go simple. Thanks for watching Frugal Choise. Hit that like button, subscribe for more brutally honest appliance advice, and drop your worst fridge story in the comments. Because chances are, you're not alone. Stay smart, stay chill, and don't let tech hype freeze your wallet.